Welcome back. Now we take a look at two projects that have made a major impact on the local community and the environment. Now, one project is a prime example of eating green. It's good for your health. It's also good for the planet. But first, let's take you to Nepal, where one town took drastic measures to clean up its act.
Every day, curious travelers leave behind the crowded, polluted streets of Kathmandu and take the 4-hour trip to Bandipur, a village that offers breathtaking mountain views. But the road ends here, just shy of the tiny hilltop oasis they seek. The rest of the journey must be carried out on foot, a factor that seems to only add to its charm, making it a popular choice for eco-tourists. But that hasn't always been the case. Namaste Shreta was born and raised in Bandipur and says his village was on the verge of collapse after construction of a highway gave residents better access to Kathmandu and the hope of better job opportunities.
Everything is going down, and that was really sad for us.
So Shreta and other members of the Bandipur Development Committee set out to save their village.
Then we thought, tourism is the best because Bandipur itself is very beautiful and you can see the whole range of mountain from here.
But before they could attract tourists, they had to address another problem standing in their way.
We realized that when you enter the vehicle, it's make noisy, it's make dusty, and it's a very, muddy also. So these are the, paved stone. It's a paved now. Now is you can walk here, but we cannot drive the vehicle here.
At first, some residents were skeptical, thinking that stopping motor traffic would also stop what little trade they had and further hurt their economy.
And they were saying, no, it's not good to do. But we tried to convince them. Now, after 2-3 years, now people are totally, fully convinced, and they are so happy. Yes, we have done a good thing.
The efforts to save their town didn't stop there. They then turned their attention to Bandipur's architectural heritage.
Old houses. We have managed to repair and maintain those houses in old styles. And that's why also the tourists are very attracted with those houses.
A few years ago, most of these buildings were dilapidated and in disarray. This house was one of the first in Bandipur to be restored to its traditional and cultural Newari style. And now is a popular eco-friendly hotel.
Bahrit Basnet runs Gwangar and says he is committed to providing the guests at his hotel with as natural an experience as possible.
All my businesses that I do, I am doing with this sustainable approach, right? Using no form of plastics and trying to reduce the use of water, energy, and also the food is locally grown.
Basnet is not only a successful businessman, he is also a passionate environmentalist, a passion born out of what he says is necessity.
I lived all my childhood in the mountain, in the hills, having fresh air, fresh water. Many more children should live the way we have lived, with fresh air, fresh water. So this is why I got more. It's no more than a business. It's more of a campaign to build awareness to the larger community of Nepal, and I think it's also needed worldwide.
Bandipur, he says, with its commitment to restoration and move towards eco-friendly practices, can become the perfect example to show the rest of the world how to live.
It's one of the first historic towns to stop any vehicle to enter the city. I think this has made a major impact. The quality of life here, you cannot imagine from Kathmandu. It's superb.
With Bandipur becoming more popular and more tourist dollars being spent, Basnet hopes the restoration of the town will continue and that overdevelopment will not spoil its unique nature.
It's very important to restore the value of tradition what we have. We would like to retain what has made Nepal known to the Western world.
It's easy to see why those traditions are so cherished. Gina Samra, CNN, Bandipur, Nepal.
First period at this elementary school outside of Manila, and students like Madhu Bilyas are at gardening class. Madhu is from one of the area's poorest families, but the 12-year-old knows more about food than a lot of kids.
Do you like vegetables?
Yes.
Why do you like vegetables?
It gives more nutrients than junk foods.
He and his classmates are part of a nationwide campaign to fight malnutrition through school farms.
The Philippines is struggling to keep its people healthy. More than half the population lives in the cities where fast food is cheap and easy to get. The fattier diets, the sedentary lifestyles all contribute to an obesity problem in young adults. And at the same time, 1 out of every 5 school children here doesn't get enough to eat.
So as much as older children here are overweight, many younger ones are underweight, especially in rural areas.
They have loss of appetite. They are prone to respiratory illnesses. Sometimes they have scaly skin due to vitamin A deficiency.
The school gardens aim to tackle both of these problems. Kids like Maru are taught to grow vegetables and learn the ABCs of a healthy diet.
This is a catfish.
Yeah? Is it good to eat? Why is that?
It gives proteins like the other animals.
They know what to eat. They also get to eat what they grow.
When the children are healthy, of course they have healthy mind. They can easily answer the question. They can easily perform their job as pupils.
What isn't eaten is sold to raise money for the program or sent home to parents having trouble making ends meet. The school tracks the height and weight of each child in the program, including Maru, who's still adjusting to his new eating habits.
Do you eat more junk food or do you eat more vegetables?
I eat more junk food.
For now, only 15% of the country's elementary schools have these farms. The government hopes to replicate the scheme in all of its 42,000 schools.
One of the challenges that we're facing is to change the mindset of the people, the parents, the children, on eating these foods from restaurants, fast food chains.
Parents like Laurice Flores are picking up a few pointers from her 2 daughters here.
What type of food were you eating before the school program?
Before we cook hot dogs, fried eggs. Now my children are learn to eat vegetables.
It's a lesson that promises to prepare the next generation for a healthier lifestyle. Eunice Yoon, CNN, Rizal, the Philippines.
After the break, we go in the search for Hong Kong's elusive pink dolphin. It's not the stuff of local legend. Now, we talked to a few experts who say a number of these amazing creatures live in these waters.